Having children and aging, it can all be very tough on your body, and it's also very common to seek a chiropractic care to help with all of that pain. I'm here with Dr. Barning. Here to talk to me. He's from Optical Chiropractic, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. More specifically, I didn't really realize how hard pregnancy was on your spine.
Yeah, so I brought my friend here. You know, I bring this with me everywhere, parties, bars, whatever.
Yeah,
no,
right?
Just kidding.
I mean, you can't carpool lane.
It's it's a great conversation starter. Yeah. That's very true. No, I brought it because you even brought up too here a second ago that we really don't see what a spine is supposed to look like. So the model spine will kind of show us and help me kind of accentuate what we're talking about. But yeah, you brought up a great point that when we look at the spine, we want to see the curvature from the side. We want to see it as straight as possible from the front. A lot of people don't know that. So we're here to kind of show what the changes of pregnancy, maybe postpartum, kind of affect our spine. So I figured with Mother's Day coming up in less than a month, it's a good thing to talk about. And we see a lot of expectant mothers and postpartum mothers too. And pregnancy, a lot of people don't understand not only the physicality effects that it has on the spine. Obviously it affects everything, but it really affects the function of the spine as they get further along. So
what about while you're pregnant? Do you think, should you?
Yeah, absolutely. So we see people, you know, early in the first trimester, into the second, third trimester. Usually you really start to see lower back pain kind of in that third trimester. I think everyone, I think every person that's been pregnant has probably said at some point or another their spine or their lower back has bothered them. But really what we also don't mention is in the first trimester, we actually see some more headaches, things like that, maybe even from hormones, maybe from structural type stuff, just kind of the changes that are happening in the body. So mid-back, rib pain, headaches are all things that can happen in those early stages or late stages too. So yeah, a pregnancy is a very challenging thing on a person's body, so it just helps to kind of get checked out. And generally speaking, that our patients that have had regular chiropractic care do have smoother labors and whatnot too. So.
Well, we always want to hear that, having a smoother labor.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Sure.
I can't guarantee that, but most of the time you'll find out that our patients have had, generally.
I understand what you're trying to say. You know?
Sure.
But when it comes to like having multiple children, what is your advice with between that?
You know, I've had patients that have told me with maybe their first pregnancy they didn't have so much pain, and now they're on their second or third, they're having more pain, they're having more aches, they're noticing it a lot more. And let's face it, I mean, it's just like anything stress on our body. People that work hard physical jobs, people that sit at their desk jobs for years, that adds up too. So having children is a very physically demanding thing, and it adds up over time. So yeah, the more pregnancies you have, the more kids you have, the more effect it's going to have on our spine too. So, and we talked about too, even going further from the pregnancy into the pediatric, into teenagers, kids. What we're seeing is our generation is being exposed to technology so much faster. So that's changing their spines earlier.
Yeah, I heard the horn. There's now a horn developing, that's what you said?
Tech neck is the kind of the catchy phrase, right? So you're seeing, and we see a lot of teenagers too, what happens in that spine is, like I said, we want that nice cervical curve. As we are kind of exposed to technology earlier and earlier, it's going to start to lose that, and that puts so much more stress on those vertebrae, on those discs. It's going to wear it down faster. So, you know, compared to 30 years ago, you're seeing degeneration earlier and earlier in these teenagers. Yeah, it's not a fun thing, but what we do is we just do a more thorough examination on, we do the same thorough examination on everyone. So before, maybe you'd look past being a teenager, being young and healthy. We can't do that anymore. We have to do a thorough examination on everyone to kind of check and make sure that it's not wearing down faster.
Well, thank you so much. Well, if this inspired someone to go, come to you to get their back adjusted. I think we always need them. Where is it that they should go?
Yep, so we are located in West Fargo. We just moved 2 years ago. We have done 2 remodels to perfect our office. So, and I just want to give a little testimony to a new treatment that we're doing, spinal decompression treatment. It's great for disc degeneration, just degeneration in general. So,
well, thank you so much. I feel like I learned so much.
Yes,
and
thanks.
The spine, important part of the body.
I'm going to keep carrying it with me everywhere I go. So.
Okay, well, good to know. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right, well, coming up on today's show, we have your daily dose of motivation.